Hello, Madden Bible Nation. Sgibs here for another exciting edition. Show number 47. It is not your den. It is not my den, but it is the Mad Den, a.k.a. the Laser Show, the internet's most passionate show about John Madden football. 2011 EA Sports, baby! Here to kick it off with a bang, no other. Continuing with our Tennessee Titans breakdown today, talk a little bit more about an under-center passing scheme mixed in with a little bit of running ability as well. It's going to be the single-back ace formation. There's a little secret in this formation that's going to bring us back to the days of Madden 2010. But before we get to that time, we're going to talk a little bit about two guys, Gerard Cook and Bo Scaife. This segment is going to be brought to you by www.competeforever.com. Check them out. Great league run by Coach K. He's also on Twitter. You can check him out at Coach K on Twitter. That's K, the number 0, and then finishing out Coach K. You can find him again at www.competeforever.com. Make sure to check him out. If you're looking for league play, sign up. You kidding me? Best league in town. Only other spot to play. There is no other spot to play. Check him out. Coach K runs a great league over there. Also, I want to give a shout out to the Madden Revolution League, another great league as well. We're going to talk about two guys, Gerard Cook versus Bo Scaife. Compare these two tight ends because they're both great tight ends, but which one is going to give us the edge in the passing game and actually, in the running and blocking game as well. Gerard Cook comes in at a 6'5" frame, 85 speed, so we know he's got the athleticism that we want on the field. He has a 77 catch in traffic, which is down a little bit lower than last year, but it's... No, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. That's not that good. That doesn't really do much for me. 57 impact block, which again, really not that good. Bo Scaife comes with a 6'3" frame. Got a text message here. We'll scope that out real quick. Alright. Okay, gonna be a long night for me. That's what that's saying. 79 speed by Bo Scaife. 81 catch in traffic with a 62 impact block. We got another text message. Everything is blown up here. That one comes in saying, eek. Yeah, so... that's a long night for me right there. 62 impact block. Lost my train of thought. But yeah, Bo Scaife, kind of better, but kind of not. I mean, six more points of speed and 2 more inches in height. One spot left on my depth chart. I am going to choose Gerard Cook because of that speed factor and the height factor. It's a no-brainer, it really is. Gerard Cook just... he's going to be able to get a little bit more done for me at the tight end spot. But Bo Scaife is a great backup. Maybe put him at fullback, double tight end sets, something along those lines. I mean, you got to try and find a way to get Scaife on the field ultimately. But let's get into the tips. Let's break down. Oh, real quick, actually, this past weekend, I finally did the 10K that I was talking about. I ran the 5K in 32 minutes, which was pretty good. I was looking to go under 30, but I came across this monstrous hill, and it just absolutely devastated me. This weekend past, I ran a 10K, a little more bang for your buck with a 10K, and this time I ran it in 64 minutes, so as you can tell, right on pace with the 5K. I just doubled it, literally. So, real story, right? So I'm running up the hill, chugging along, right? And all of a sudden this huge hill comes right about 3 mile mark. And this time I said, you know what? I'm not gonna let a hill dominate me. No way. And so I actually heard when I was running the 5K that when you're running up a hill, if you lean back, so like you're running like lean back, and then lift your knees up like as high as you can, that it actually makes running up the hill a little better. It makes it easier for you. I mean, I heard this on the fly when I was running up the 5K hill, and I finally put it to use when I was running the 10K. It actually worked. It really worked. It helped a lot. I chugged up that hill. I sprinted. I went up as hard as I could, thinking I'll coast on the way back down, right? So, top of the hill, we take a right. What do you know? Another huge hill. Just literally all the air out of me just completely went out. I walked up the rest of the hill. I had to stop. Fortunately, I had to stop in the 10K. I walked up that portion of the hill. Maybe, I mean, it wasn't even a quarter mile. It was, 0.1 mile. But walked up the hill and then continued on my trek. So I could have probably done a little bit better. Probably could have broke under 60 minutes if I didn't walk. But Monday morning quarterback. I don't know. But that's my story. And hey, let me know. Question of the week. All right, question of the week. is, does running backwards like this, lifting your knees as high as you can, does it actually help? Or no? Am I crazy? The person that told me, is that person crazy? I don't know. You tell me. You be the judge. I want to hear from you guys at home. So, as always, we keep it real around these pots 24/7. Some guy told me the other day, he asked me, he said, "Where you from, bro? Where you from?" I said, "Not far. South Boston, not far. South Boston, not far." So we'll zoom in on the TV. It's a laser show. Laser show. And show number 47, if you didn't know already, MaddenBible.com. I am your host, Sgibs. You can follow me on Twitter, Sgibs7, NBD. Guys, I'm real excited a little later in the week again when we talk about the 4-4 defense. Just such a good defense. I love it. Can't wait to break it down with you fellas. So, formation we're going to take a look at is the singleback ace. Our left wide receiver is Kenny Britt. Our right wide receiver is Randy Moss. Our left tight end is Gerard Cook. Right tight end is Bo Scaife. And our back is Chris Johnson. So the play we're going to come out in is the counter week. So right off the bat, just show you the runs. Our run audible down is our halfback dive. You can use motion. I wouldn't recommend it. I would just snap and go. If you have the numbers in the box, run. Against the 4-4, you never really have the favorable numbers. As you can see, that's what's great about the 4-4 is you overload the box. You're going to get 9 guys in the box potentially. So here we have it again. We'll just show you if the numbers favor you in the box. For example, you get like a dime look here. Here you have it again. If you get a look something like this, numbers favor you in the box, so you're going to be able to pick up some yards now. That's what I was trying to show you before. It's all about the numbers in the box. Favor was in that time was me. This time, I'll show you again. Favors are on the defense, and this time, look what happened. Clogged up, locked up. So, obviously we have the dive. To complement the dive, we have the counter weak, so we can run left if we'd like, get outside, especially with that blazing speed of CJ Wheels, CJ2K. You can run it right, you can flip it right now without them really knowing. That's what's great about this formation, so you can flip it right. They expect the counter right. This time we get the counter left. Oh, and look at that. To the house. MIA, we take it to the house. So the counter from this formation is just great. So you have both guards are pulling, which is is actually great. So you can see that I'm making the defense look silly out there, touchdown after touchdown. I wish I was playing Falls right now because I would just be going nuts. So those are the 2 runs. So you have run middle, and then you have run left, run right, because you can flip the counter. I wouldn't call it a complete running scheme, but I'd call it a pretty good running scheme. You have the halfback dive and the counter, which are both good runs. The quick audible up I really like a lot because what we have the ability to do is hit both flats in case they are playing some type of man like that. To play man, playing zone, both these flats, especially if they're trying to load the middle of the field, both of the quick flats you can hit all day or a day. They're pretty easy reads. It's literally just snap and then just throw to the guy. It's never going to really potentially be big time yards. Should pick you up 2-3 yards here and there. Another play I like to use a lot. I like this wheel route by the tight end here again, just because if they aren't playing defense, if they're playing coverage D, he drops back and then he runs it back upfield just because it's another option. But the play I'm really excited about from this formation is the quick audible right. Now I'm going to pull it up, and what do you know? Post corner routes on both outside. What I like to do on this though is I like to take Gerard Cook, I like to put him on a drag, and I like to take Bo Scaife and I put him on a slant left. Then I smart route both of the post corners. Very important though. The right post corner, under center with Vince Young, it's near impossible to rocket catch, right? The left post corner though, you can rocket catch. But let me show you what you're going to want to do with both options. So we'll show you Moss's first. Moss will just get a good beat on the DB, and he just beats his man. I should have probably lobbed that, but we'll show you. The sharp cut that he takes here, so you can see, look, he just gets behind him, and then Moss's speed takes over. So I'll show you that one more time. We like to use this play a lot with Moss because he's such a deep threat, and that's what we're looking for. He turns his feet, and then you just, nice little lob, get upfield with Moss. Moss is just so fast, so quick. You can get downfield. And again, here's the post corner. As you can see, he's got his back turned, which means you got the crazy separation there. So one more time, see if you can sneak it in there over top. So Moss, you can see he's got his back still turned, and that's what we were looking for right there, Moss. I mean, that's a big time gain right there. I mean, especially if they're worried about run, big time gain. Now the other side of the field, we have Kenny Britt running the post corner. This little longer of a throw, but as you can see, you can still spin him around and hit Kenny Britt pretty consistently, pretty easy. Only issue is time. You got to have time in the pocket with this. That was one of the downfalls of it last year. But when you do have the time, as you can see, it's pretty devastating. I mean, the same rule applies on the left side to Kenny Britt, though. If you don't feel comfortable doing the manual rocket catch, spin them around, you can still use this route, and you can still lob it up to Kenny Britt and just user catch it like that. You probably will have still the same success doing that rather than the rocket catch, but it's just to show you that the rocket catch is indeed there. I mean, I'm spinning them around all day. That's a down and away pass lead, click on, spin back towards the quarterback. I want to show you, and the reason why the right one doesn't work as well is because if you look at the left post corner, you can see it's a lot sharper of a cut towards the sideline, and the right is a lot deeper of a cut. It just doesn't allow us to really be able to take advantage of that, and that's right there where we wanted. That was a perfect lob. I'll complete that when he dropped it. And then of course over the middle of the field, we're creating a great mesh with the drag and the slant, which is just make your read and find who's open. So guys, going to be real interesting to see what guys can do with this formation, because this is going to be a hot formation in the coming days. Just releasing it now. I'm pretty positive guys are going to be hopping on it. Maybe use the Titans, maybe you won't. I think the Titans are a great fit just because they got a lot of big guys, a lot of big targets, and then CJ in the backfield as well as Vince Young's scrambling ability. I mean, we haven't even gotten to the shotgun, and the shotgun gun from this formation is my favorite part of this entire book, and I'm pretty excited for that. But just the single back ace and the I form H tight formation, this scheme's already looking pretty tough. I'm pretty excited for you guys to see the rest of it. I'm also excited for you to see the defense. This is an exciting week on Mad Den TV. I am your host, the hostess with the mostest, Sgibs, show number 47. This is not your den. It is not Z Farl's den, but it is the Mad Den, a.k.a. the Laser Show. You and me together, a whole lot of you with only a little tiny bit of me. We're changing the Madden community, aren't we?